I heard a story about 3 monks. Their names didn't reach us because they never revealed them or answered questions. They did only one thing. They would come to a village, stand in the marketplace, and start laughing so wholeheartedly that everyone nearby would burst into laughter. Those who approached them also caught the laughter, soon gathering a crowd, and as they looked at those laughing, everyone joined in. Once the whole village was laughing, the monks would move on to another village. They were deeply loved. Laughter was their only sermon, their sole message. They taught nothing. They simply created a situation. With time, they became known throughout the country as the 3 Laughing Monks. No one preached in this way, no one declared that life should be nothing but laughter. They laughed not at anyone in particular, but as if they were amused by some grand joke. They spread joy throughout China without uttering a word. When people asked their names, they laughed in response, which led to them being called the 3 Laughing Monks. Years passed, they grew old, and in some village, one of the monks passed away. The entire village awaited the unfolding events with interest because now, with one of them gone, the remaining 2 should mourn him. It was worth seeing because no one could even imagine these people crying. The whole village gathered. 2 monks stood over the body of the 3rd, laughing so hard that their bellies shook. The villagers pleaded, "Explain to us at least." And then the monks spoke for the first time. They said, "We laugh because this person achieved victory. We always wondered which of us would die first, and he beat us to it. We laugh at our defeat, we laugh at his victory. He lived with us for many years. We laughed together and enjoyed our community. This is the only way we can bid him farewell. All we can do is laugh." The entire village was saddened, but when they placed the deceased monk's body on the funeral pyre, the villagers realized that it wasn't just these 2 laughing. The 3rd, who was dead, was also laughing, because this 3rd monk had said to his companions while alive, "Do not change my clothes." According to custom, the body of the deceased was washed and dressed, but he said, "Do not wash me, for I have not been unclean. In my life, I laughed so much that impurity could not gather around me. It dared not even come near me. I did not gather dust. Laughter is always young and fresh. So do not wash me and do not change my clothes." And so, to honor the deceased, the monks did not change his clothes. And when they placed the body on the fire, suddenly it turned out that he had hidden something in his clothes, a Chinese firecracker. Then the whole village began to laugh, and the 2 monks exclaimed, "Trickster, you died and still managed to leave us amused. You have the last laugh." Thus ended the magnificent story of the 3 Laughing Monks, who brought joy and laughter to those around them, even in the darkest moments. It's a remarkable tale of 3 wise monks who dedicated their lives not only to laughter, but also to a unique understanding of the meaning of life and death. They brought joy to every village they visited. Their infectious laughter gathered people around them, transforming the mundane into a celebration of joy. When one of them passed away, the whole village expected the remaining 2 to mourn. Instead of tears, they laughed. Their laughter wasn't a way to avoid pain, but a way to celebrate their friend's life. They explained that they laughed at their own defeats and his victory. He was the first to leave, and they laughed in response to his winning joke. The funeral rite turned into an unexpected show when a Chinese firecracker popped out of the deceased's clothes. It was his final act of laughter and playfulness with those around him. Instead of mourning, the village was filled with cheerful laughter, admiring his humor and fearlessness in the face of death.